talking away, and then I looked up and the camera had stopped. I guess I pushed the button down here on my selfie stick handle. So I have to kind of pick up where I left off and then repeat myself a little bit. We have a lot of knotweed all over along the riverbanks here, along the stream, creek bank. So let's walk into this, which is last year's growth. So we're always classifying plants into the different types according to how they grow. And I guess there's so many ways to classify plants. But here we have a perennial, meaning that it's coming back year after year. But this is not, this dried stuff persists, but is dead material. So it's different than a woody plant like a tree that's persisting year after year with above ground portions. This has a rhizome that is coming back year after year, but it doesn't stay alive above ground. That's one reason why the shoots are robust, because it's got a lot of energy stored away in the rhizomes, which I was just mentioning when I cut myself off before, that in a little while here, when I get a break in the weather, I'm going to start basically excavating some of these rhizomes out to make tinctures of. They're massive, and it's a very time-consuming, hard job. Here we have the knotweed, used like rhubarb, or more like a savory vegetable. We've been eating it with tofu. It's quite good. So you're going to want to remove these sheaths and also the leaves. It's not a big deal with these little ones, but I would take the bigger ones away. And you can see down here at the base, there's quite a number of these shoots coming up, and quite large. Of course, you want to find a place with less trash and right next to the park. Probably a lot of dog traffic around here as well. And just to show this again, we have last year's stalks, and that's the easiest way to find it at the right stage. And it's a good point to be made about shoots in general, right? When we say shoots, talking about wild edibles, we're talking about this, something like asparagus, where you don't eat the plant when it's fully grown. You eat just this young tender stem when it's trying to grow real big, but it's still tender. And this one appears to be frosted. So let's find some better specimens while we're talking about this. So with shoots, it can be tricky. Well, maybe I'll return to this spot because there were some good ones over here. It can be tricky to find a 6-inch tall plant unless you know where to go. But because the dried remains are persisting, we can find it, and then we know just to come look at the base. This is a point I made about milkweed in the last video. So there it is one more time, and let's move on to another plant.